So in our previous class, we have discussed the attribute view. So in today's class, we will try to we'll try to take 4 different tables and we'll try to create the attribute view, and we'll try to use different kinds of joins like inner join, text join. So for our example, we will try to take 4 different tables here. And as you know that if you have to fetch the data from 4 different tables in our traditional ERP systems and display the report output, we have to fetch the data individually from all the each and every table, and again we have to combine the results into one final output internal table, and then only we can display the result. So minimum 100 lines, more than 100 lines of coding we have to do for that. But whereas here in our S4 HANA, we can do it in a very simplified way. So let us try to take different tables like TCURR. TCURR is our currency related table. And then we'll have T001. T001 is our company's master data table. And then we will have TVKO. TVKO is our sales organization master table. And then and then we will try to take TVKOT. TVKOT is the sales organization text related table. All of these are the standard tables, right? So again, we have discussed about the difference between the joins and union. And when we try to join 2 different tables, there has to be at least one common field. And the
Yes.
common field here is the currency related field, right? Currency related field between these 2 tables. And the common field between these 2 tables is the obviously Booker's is the company code, is the common field. And again here the common field is going to be the sales organization, right? So all of these are the we will try to join them based on these fields. So VKORG is the sales organization. So this is the common field between these 2 tables. And here we have our currency related field, right? Um, so let us see how we can join them. And the join between these 2 tables is going to be the inner join. And the join between these 2 tables also is going to be the inner join. And the join between these 2 tables is going to be the text join, right? Text join. So let us try to create this attribute view in our HANA Studio. So let me log into our HANA Studio. So let us expand our HDB HANA database, and let us go ahead and try to filter our package. So select the content, filter packages, and our package name is the training 29. So this is our uh, package name. So let's try to filter it out. So let's try to create our attribute view in the package as a training 29. So this is our package. Select the package, right click, select new, and select the attribute view. So let us name this as our AT underscore currency, because we are having some currency details here, and sales organization details. So I am naming it as AT underscore currency, and label, by default it will take the same label as the name, and package is a training 29. This is our package name. View type is the attribute view. Subtype is the standard, and let us select the finish button. So we are having two sections here. One is the scenario pane, and the second one is the details pane. And in the under the scenario, we have semantics and the data foundation. So let us try to add our tables here. So TCURR. So TCURR table, we have. So let us try to select this table. And main important thing is data should be there. That is the problem in the training servers. So if data is there, then it is fine. Okay, so we are lucky, data is there. So TCURR, that is our common field, right? So let me try to add one more table here. So T001 is our company related table. So um, let's try to, what are all the schemas we are having? Okay. So let us try to take it from our SLT underscore CON, and let us check whether data is there. That is the important thing. So data is not there in this table. So all of these are the problems we face in these training servers. So let us try to check another table. T001. Okay, data is there in this table. So we can use this table. So let us try to add our third table. Let us try to add our third table. Our third table is TVKO. TVKO is the standard table for uh, sales organization related table. So TVKO. Let us check the data preview, and let's go to the raw data. Oh, good. We are having this table as well. And then let us select our fourth table. So let us select our fourth table. So let me select our fourth table, TVKOT. TVKOT is the sales organization text related table. And let's see if we have data in this table. So here, oh, they don't have data here. So this vtext is the field we want to have. So VKORG is the sales organization field, and vtext is the text name of that particular sales organization. So now, if we use this table, what happens? For the vtext, it will not show data. That is the problem, right? So let us see if we can find some other table with the data in it. So when you are working in projects, you will not have all these problems. And definitely data will be there. So we don't have to, oh, only this. Okay. So no other schema is having this table. So uh, let us use that only. Only thing is, like, we will not be able to see the data for that particular field, right? So step one is to select all the tables. Step two is select the required fields from all the different tables. So I'm going to select TCURR. TCURR is our currency related table. Okay, but the problem is here they don't have
TC.
they do not have that TCURR field. That is the problem we have here. Okay, let me do one thing. So let me join this date to this date and see. Okay, this date to this date. Let us, because there has to be some common field basically. So there has to be some common field. So that is the reason we are joining this date to this date. We are not sure whether data will be there, but let us check. So the common field between these two fields is bookers. Based on the bookers field, you want to join these two tables. And again, the common field between these two tables is the VKORG. VKORG is the sales organization, right? So we are trying to join them based on some common fields here. And then let us try to select the fields. So anyways, I am also selecting TCURR, currency related table, currency related field. And here let me select bookers, and let me select VKORG here. Again, based on our requirement, we can go ahead and we can try to select the fields, right? So I am selecting ADR runner, address number, and then again, basically depending on the requirement, what are all the fields they want to select, we can select all those fields, right? So again here, the common field, the actual field we want to have is the v text, but we know that there is no data in this table. But anyways, we are selecting it. Let's see. So now let us try to, second step is to select the required fields. So we are done with the second step. Third step is to
Uh,
define our,
Miss, I have a doubt.
yeah. Go ahead.
Actually, in PVKO table,
Mm.
you didn't select BUKRS.
Why? Because we have selected the bookers field here. So because we
Oh,
have selected the bookers field here, we don't have to select it here. It will
oh,
consider as duplicate. It will name it
okay.
as bookers underscore one, something like that. So
Okay.
yeah, basically in all the four tables here, only once we have to select. See, because we have selected VKORG here, we did not select it here, right? In this table.
Okay.
So like that. So now let us try to specify our join type. So our join type is going to be inner join, or if we select inner join, what happens is, like, if there is common field between the two different tables, then only it will try to take all the fields. So let's go with the left outer join. So you guys know what is left outer join and right outer join?
Actually, I forgot that.
Okay, no
Uh,
problem. So left outer, that means left side it is out, right? So basically it will be like this. You can left side. So left side is out, right? So that means if there are two sets, this is left outer and this is right outer. So this will be just my pictures. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me select again and see. I want to have, okay. I'm not sure why I'm not able to draw the line. Okay, basically, suppose if there are two sets, right? So this is set A, this is set A, and this is set B. So right outer, that means right side, it is outside. It's called right outer. That means what happens? It will take, for all of these, it will take all of them from A, and then from B, only the common, whatever the common that is there in both the sides, it will take from B side. So like, for example, suppose this side we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. And this side, we are having 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So right outer. So what does right outer give? All of them from A, right? All of these from A and the common one. Common one is 5. So the result will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So result is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose if it is left outer, so left outer means, so this is A and this side is B. This side is B. So for the same set, what is the result we will have? Can you guess? 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So this is the meaning of right outer and left outer. So we will try to right outer here in this case, or left outer. Anything is fine. So we'll try to take right outer here. And when we are taking this inner join or right outer, we can say that n:1 ratio. So because on the left hand side, it will take all of them. On the right hand side, it will take only the common ones. So n:1 ratio we can have, right? So we can let us define our joins and select the OK button. And similarly, between bookers and bookers, we can take inner join. So inner join means only the common, whatever are common in both the tables, it will pick only those company codes, right? So cardinality here we can take because they had because on both the sides, whatever are the common company codes, it will only pick those company codes. So in this case, we can go with 1:1 ratio, right?
So I have a doubt. Always the cardinality is taken based on the join type.
Based on the join type, or in some cases, you can also take like generally on the, suppose if it is inner join, we definitely have to go with 1:1 ratio only if it is inner join.
Yes.
But if it
Yes.
is a right outer join or left outer join, then you can go with the other types, right? So select the OK button. Again, the join here we want to have is the text join. So but anyway, data is not there, but still let us go with the text join, because whenever we join the text related tables, if you observe, as soon as I select the text join, this cardinality got disabled, right? Why? Because when we are dealing with text joins, this doesn't matter. That's why automatically it got disabled. But we have to select the language field. So SPRAS is the language field, right?
Actually, I don't understand that.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Mm. See,
Cardinal.
what is text join? Basically, suppose in T005T or TVKOT. So suppose if there is a sales organization, right? For that sales organization, there will be some name. So that name is stored in this field called vtext field in this table.
Okay.
So that vtext, it can be in English language, it can be in German language, it can be in French, it can be any language, right? So that is the reason whenever we go for the text join, we should consider our
Okay.
language field, that is
Oh,
the
understood.
PRAS. So select the OK button. So we have selected the tables. We have selected the required fields from all the tables. And then we have joined our tables. And then we have selected the join type for our tables. Now let us go to the semantics. And here I want to select, we have to select one main key or the primary key. So I will select bookers as the main key or the primary key, company code, right? So there has to be at least one primary field in our information model or information view. If you want, you can also select more than one primary key. It's up to you. But minimum one primary key have to be there, have to be specified in our information views or information models. So let us try to save and activate. And for now, you can randomly select some change number and try to activate. So our view is activated. Now go ahead and let's go with the data preview and let's go to the raw data. So if the data is not available, then it will show like this question mark. That means data is not available for that field, for those fields in the tables. That's why it is showing blank, right? So because these are training servers, you can expect a lot of data issues because the actually the this S4 HANA servers, we are not able to get quality servers even though we are ready to pay the money. So we don't have them in the market. So this is our here if you observe, this is our VKORG sales organization field. So sales organization, if you observe Z000 TM2 FS01, right? So this is the sales organization code, but there will be some name for each and every one of these sales organization. So that names will be say stored in this field called vtext, right? Because we are not having data, it is not showing. Otherwise it would have shown different names for each and every VKORG, right? So so suppose if the same type of report, if you want to generate in traditional ERP systems, what are all the steps you will do? Anwar, can you tell me? I think because you have work experience, right?
In order to create a report program, right?
Huh. Report program
First,
from fetching data from all these 4 different tables in traditional ERP systems,
okay.
traditional SAP system. So first
Yeah.
we have to
Uh,
declare 5 different internal tables. 5 different internal tables. For internal tables, I will take it as I tabs and work areas. So we have to create 5 different internal tables and work areas. So for each and every table, one internal table and one work area. And again, for all the combined output, we have to create another internal table and final work area, right?
Yes.
And then second step is we have to fetch the data with select statements from 4 different tables. 4 different tables, right? And then you have to you should try to use a loop, use
Get
loop
the data.
and get the and append the data and append the data into one final itab internal table, right? Again, to display the output, loop the final itab and display the result. Display the result. So all of these steps, minimum 100 lines of code we have to write to generate this kind of report in our existing ERP systems. So
But here also we can use inner joins and all, right? So can
yeah,
we
yeah,
minimize the step?
yeah. See, even if you say even if you use inner join, also you have to declare you have to declare one final internal table, and then again one problem. There is another problem with inner joins when you are putting the tables in the code. Suppose if you use inner join for all the 4 different tables, right? So for example, now in this table there is no data, tvkot there is no data. So what happens? It will not give any, it will not, the inner join will not work. If one table is not having data, inner join will not work and you will not get the result. That is another big problem, right? So we have to make sure. Anyway, in projects, if there is no data, that problem will not arise. Data problem will not arise. But the thing is like we
But
have to make
but
sure.
at the yeah, but at the beginning, if there is no data, we won't be taking those tables, right? We won't be using inner joins in ERP system as well if data is not present.
And
So
also one more important point we have to consider is whatever the fields we are joining. Suppose here we are taking TCURR field, right? So we have to make sure that TCURR field is data is available in both the tables. We have to do
yes,
that checking. So if
yes,
data is available in one table and data is not available in the other table for that particular field which we are going to join, again it will not work, right? So all of those we have to check, and then even if you try to use inner join and even if you try to fetch the data and display the minimum 50 to 60 lines of code you have to write, right? So so this is how we'll be creating the attribute views in our S4 HANA. And any doubts or concerns still here?
No.
If you don't have any doubts, then we will discuss our next type of view, that is the analytic view. So let us discuss our next type of view, that is the analytic view. So analytic view. So whenever we are trying to create analytic view, there will be one fact table. There will be one fact table and multiple dimension tables. One fact table and multiple dimension tables. So what is the meaning of fact table and dimension tables? So have you heard of transaction data? Do you know what is master data and what is transaction data? Okay, so master data. What is the definition of master data? Any idea, both of you?
the data which doesn't change over a period of time for
Good,
a particular product or something.
good. Data that will
Transaction data, the
not
data
be
changes frequently.
changed over a period of time. Example, can you give some example?
Example for an iPhone,
Mm.
some
Mm.
like uh, the size of
So
that iPhone does not change. I mean,
okay, okay.
the screen size
And
for
also
iPhone
another
7 there. Yeah,
yeah, good. And also another important feature of master data is it maintains unique values, right?
yes.
So some day-to-day examples of master data is our Aadhaar card number,
Okay.
Aadhaar card number, and passport number. It is valid for 10 years. Passport number. Our what is that? PAN number, right? Our bank account number, bank account number. All of these comes under the master data because they are not changed over a period of time, and they try to maintain unique values. That means no two people will have the same bank account number, or no two employees will have the same employee number, right? Or no two people will have the same driving license number. So all of these comes under the master data. So they try to maintain unique values and they will not be changed over a period of time. So that is the meaning of master data. So we also have another type of data called transaction data. So transaction data
The data
data
changes
will
frequently.
be changed frequently. Data will be changed frequently. Can you give examples?
Daily transactions, banking transactions.
Correct. Our credit card bill.
Yes.
It will be changed every month depending on our usage. Your
Mhm.
bank transaction entries.
Yes.
Bank transaction entries, right? And our utility bills. Utility bills. Our electricity bills. So all of these are examples of transaction data. Why? Because depending on our usage, their entries will be changed every month frequently, right? So, so this is the definition of master data and transaction data. So there will be one fact table. Fact table is nothing but fact table is like our transaction data table. A fact table is nothing but our transaction data table. And the dimension tables are nothing but our master data tables, right? So here in S4, the terminology, they have changed the terminology. They still use master data and transaction data, but sometimes they also use fact table and dimension tables. So fact table is the table that where data will be changed frequently, and dimension tables are the tables whose data will not be changed frequently, right?
Okay.
So 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 these analytic views, so they use real power of SAP HANA to perform complex to perform complex calculations and to perform complex calculations and aggregations aggregations aggregation functions aggregation functions by joining tables in the form of star schema star schema by joining tables in the form of star schema and by executing the star schema, right? So this is the definition of our analytic views. So so there will be one fact table and one multiple dimension tables. They use real power of SAP HANA to perform complex calculations and aggregation functions by joining tables in the form of star schema and by executing the star schema. So so we are going to design our analytic view like this. So we'll have our fact table in the middle, and then we will have our dimension tables. So this represents like a star. So there will be dimension tables on all the four corners. So it doesn't mean that you always need to have all the four sides. So you can have only one or two or three or four, depending on the depending on your requirement, basically, right? So so like this, maximum you can join four different you can join four different tables here. So let us try to take some transaction data table. CE1 IDEA is example of one transaction data table, and here you can also take dimension tables or you can also take other attribute views also, right? So we have created AT underscore customer, we have created some attribute views. So that kind of attribute views also you can take, right? So you can have a combination of attribute, you can have a combination of fact table and an attribute view, and then you can have other dimension tables. So any combination you can take whenever you are trying to create the analytic view. So let us see what are the tables we can use here. Okay, in this schema we have T's reserve one table. So let me quickly create one attribute view. AT company. Okay, AT company 2, and then select the finish button. Let me quickly take T01, and let me take from this schema because data is there. And let me take T005T. So let me join our bookers to bookers. Oh, we don't have bookers here.
There are no.
Oh,
Because
okay. Okay. Not sure. Actually, we can also import the required tables from ECC. We can create our own schema and we can import the tables from ECC to our schema. So I tried that and it's not working. So yesterday night I tried to contact the support team. They didn't respond.